Hello YouTube, Grand Captain Speedy here. Last time on What If Cooler adopted Kakarot, Kakarot conquers the Earth by killing Demon King Piccolo. How will Kakarot's rule and Cooler's approach affect future events? Find out now. Kakarot returns to the Resistance. They are shocked at Kakarot's announcement, but still thinks it's better than living under Piccolo's rule. Bulma asks Kakarot what's going to happen to them, with him saying that it will be for Cooler to decide, and that the better the tech they have to present, the better their chances to live will be. Tien asks Kakarot if he could train with him, with Kakarot saying he'll test Tien outside since the weak gravity would impede his training anyway, with Yamcha coming along as well. Kakarot tells Tien and Yamcha that they need to impress him, like maybe even landing a single blow on him. They rush at Kakarot but are flicked away, with them attempting to come at Kakarot from a number of angles, but getting flicked away each time. After a number of attempts, Tien and Yamcha begin using more of their techniques, including Solar Flare to try and blind Kakarot before rushing in, only to be surprised when they still get flicked away. With all other attempts failed, Tien uses his multiform technique and tries to attack Kakarot from more angles at once, though just like all other attempts, they are once again flicked away. Tien and Yamcha realize just how large of a difference there is between theirs versus Kakarot's power. Just as they were about to throw in the towel, Kakarot asked if that was all the techniques they had, with Tien then using the Dodon Ray and Yamcha using the Kamehameha, which did interest Kakarot, though Tien wasn't finished and prepares a Tri-Beam. Tien releases the Tri-Beam, which does hit Kakarot. Kakarot rises back to the surface and is surprised as the attack actually hurt. Tien falls unconscious and is caught by Yamcha, with Kakarot standing there impressed. After the light training session, they return to the hideout to find most are packing up, preparing to move. Kakarot asks what's going on, with Bulma explaining that most of them are planning to move back to West City and rebuild the city, before her asking if Kakarot could help escort them. Kakarot flies ahead, clearing the way, while Tien and Yamcha protect the ship from stragglers. After landing near Capsule Corp, Bulma steps off the ship for a moment before getting back on the ship, with Yamcha going in after her. Then Kakarot asks what that was all about, with Tien telling him that this used to be her home and is where her parents died. Capsule Corp is rebuilt with everyone moving to West City beside a small group led by Dr. Gero. The rebuild proceeds effectively, with Bulma even making a gravity room for Kakarot and the others to train in. Cooler arrives along with the armored squadron, with Kakarot and the others greeting Cooler. Kakarot and Bulma show Cooler what Bulma and the Earth has to offer him. Cooler is interested in how they were able to make improvements to their tech in such a small time, as well as enjoying some delicious wines that Earth has. After finishing the tour, Cooler announces that Earth will now be the capital of his empire, with Bulma being his new chief science officer. Bulma is conflicted, but Kakarot convinces her that it's best for the Earth. Cooler says improving his ship's thrusters as well as the healing pods should be her highest priority, but Bulma objects that Earth still needs to be rebuilt from the rule of Demon King Piccolo, which will help her have the resources to better improve the tech, with Kakarot agreeing, and after a moment Cooler relents. Time passes until Raditz arrives, with Kakarot greeting him as he leaves his pod. Raditz is surprised to see Kakarot and checks his scouter to see Kakarot's power, but the scouter isn't working, with Kakarot telling Raditz that Earth's technology is impressive, with them being able to stop scouters from functioning without the bypass chip. This catches Raditz completely off guard, that not only did Kakarot know of his approach, but was prepared to stop him from using his scouter. Then he straight up asks Kakarot why. Kakarot explains that he was adopted by Cooler shortly after leaving planet Vegeta, and that he came to Earth to recruit Raditz, and possibly Nappa and Vegeta as well. Raditz questions if Kakarot is even worth joining them, let alone them joining him, with Kakarot taunting Raditz to attack him. Annoyed at that, Raditz punches Kakarot, with Kakarot being unfazed by the punch before Kakarot punches him, knocking him out. Raditz wakes up at Capsule Corp with him rushing out of the building only to run right into Cooler. Cooler asks if Raditz is gonna join his army or was letting him wake up a mistake. Raditz says he'll join, just don't kill him, with Cooler then walking away just before Kakarot arrives. Kakarot talks with Raditz about how to recruit Vegeta and Nappa, with Raditz suggesting lying about wish-granting orbs being on Earth, which Bulma, who is nearby, asks if they are talking about the Dragon Balls. Raditz asks Bulma what are these Dragon Balls she is talking about, with her explaining that Earth used to have wish-granting orbs called Dragon Balls, but they disappeared when Piccolo's rule began. Kakarot is curious to learn more about the Dragon Balls, but tells Raditz that he will contact Vegeta, asking for backup to find the wish-granting orbs called Dragon Balls. After leaving Capsule Corp and getting to an area where Raditz can send a transmission to Vegeta, Raditz sends the transmission asking for Vegeta's help because he found wish-granting orbs, but the inhabitants are too strong. Then Kakarot reactivates his jammer to try and make Vegeta more likely to come. Nappa asks Vegeta if he thinks Earth really has wish-granting orbs, with Vegeta saying they will find out. Vegeta makes sure to state that it's exclusively for trying to get a wish, not caring what happens to Raditz, which Kakarot records. Kakarot takes off his scouter and replays what Vegeta said, which Raditz admits that he thought so, but to hear the truth is still hard. This is where I'll end the part for now. How will Raditz joining Kakarot affect the rest of the Sand Saga? Find out on the next part of What If Cooler Adopted Kakarot? If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you get notifications when I release my new videos. And if you're interested, check out my Discord as well. As always, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are.